This is the Sunny Health and Fitness SF-RW5639 full motion rowing machine. That is a mouthful. I bought this off of Amazon because I saw it, thought the price point was fantastic for a small rowing machine. It was around $130 to $150, which is a lot lower than many of the rowing machines you see online. And I said, what the heck? Let me get it. Let me try it out, see what I think. And so I have to say, after using it for a couple of weeks now, I am conflicted about it. So one thing I have to mention is this does not feel like a premium quality machine by any stretch of the imagination. And what I mean by that is everything feels just a little cheap. So the way this slides does not feel super smooth to me. It does have some type of mechanism. It's plastic basically under here. I'm not sure how long that is going to last without wearing out in some way. Now, as far as the adjustability, it is a hydraulic mechanism that it has for adjusting the resistance. And it goes from 1 to 12, and you simply turn it here to adjust the intensity. I did turn it all the way up to 12, and I was not super impressed by how difficult it was to move the arms. I had no trouble actually doing it. So not like the other rowing machines I've used before. Though I will have to say I'm not yet a big expert on rowing machines. Another thing that I'll say felt very cheap are these foot pads here, these footrests. They're not super ergonomic, I guess, against your feet. It does kind of get the job done, but that just feels really cheaply, and I'm not sure how long it's going to last. Another issue, we could never get this controller here to even turn on. So I'm not sure if it's broken or what. I assume it is because it's supposed to turn on as you row the machine. That never has worked. So I can only assume that's broken, and that doesn't show a lot to their quality. Now, all this being said, one thing I do love about this machine actually is this full motion rowing that you can do with this. So as I'm going to show you in just a minute here, it feels a lot different than a lot of the other rowers I've tried at the gym, where you're just moving your arms back and forth and you don't have a lot of motion in there that you can do. This is like you're actually rowing a boat or something. And like I said, I'm not a super experienced rower by any stretch of the imagination, but overall it just felt better to me. Okay, so now we're going to show you how the rowing motion of this rower is much different than some of the other ones you've probably tried. And the great thing about this is when you're rowing, your arms are not restricted to just where she is keeping them right now. You can push them out a bit. You can move it around like you're actually rowing the boat. And so what I really love about this machine is that it feels like a more natural motion to me. And because your grip is inherently wider, it just feels more comfortable than a lot of the rowing machines I've tried. Now, I will reiterate, I'm not super impressed with the quality. Like I said earlier, the control panel there just simply does not work. We cannot get it to turn on. So we can only assume this unit is broken in some way. And it was super easy to put together, but because I put it together, I now know that it seems pretty cheaply put together, honestly, not because of me, just because of the parts they've used. And in checking some of the Amazon reviews, I'm not super impressed with the durability that some have talked about. So I think it's something to keep in mind. But this thing is a very cheap price, so you have to keep that in mind also. I think it could be best used as an intro to rowing for newcomers, like myself, honestly. So overall, we're gonna give it a rating of 3.5 out of 5. And then hopefully, if we can get the control panel fixed, maybe we can raise that rating, and especially if we see the durability over time.